Hey everybody, it's Chris. It's the Sunday Blues. We're going live online here, and grab a guitar and I'm going to teach a quick lesson on the blues. How's everyone doing? It's sunny outside where I am here in England, in Shrewsbury. I've just made it back after an amazing week teaching at the IGF, the International Guitar Foundation summer school in Bath, at Bath Spa University. But it was so cool. A lot of great students there. Had a lovely week with 8 guitar players. We played the blues and we played some folk and roots music all week, and we had a concert last night. And I just walked through the door, so I'm 5 minutes late to start this lesson. I apologize for that. This is the Sunday Blues. Every week I go live here online. I stream a quick bite-sized free lesson for you to grab your guitar and learn. It's always a little bite-sized lesson that hopefully you can get under your fingers in not too much time. And it's usually something that I'm about to cover in much more depth inside acousticmasterclass.com for my Sunday members Zoom, which starts in just under an hour. So if you like this lesson and you want to join me for the full workshop that usually lasts 50 minutes, something like that, and it's often followed by a Q&A from students where you can get your questions answered and I can meet you personally and help you out and give you some personal coaching, then all you've got to do is click the link somewhere around this video, join up on a 14-day free trial. If after 14 days you want to stick around, you start paying, a bit like Netflix. And if you don't, then you just cancel and you don't get charged a thing. If you're already a member, then I'll see you there. Today is a pretty special event inside the site. I'm going to talk about it now, teach a quick bite-sized lesson here, because today it's 2 weeks after the cage system masterclass that I taught, which was a book and mini course that I put together, where you can discover how to add blues, how to spice up your blues using the caged system. Now I'm just going to check to see if you can hear me all right. And usually people comment, hey Kenny, okay, Kenneth, nice one, man. Just let me know you can hear me all right by commenting on the video. Just say, yeah, we can hear you. And I'll start the little lesson. So grab a guitar. It's probably too late to grab a cup of tea. Let me see if I can move this down a bit. There we go. It's a bit better. Of course, if you do miss, if you want to rewatch this lesson, just refresh the page after the video and it'll stay here. So if there's something I say and you miss it, just refresh the page. And better still, if you're watching this and you're not a member, get inside. Oh, great. Cheers, Claire. Thanks, Kenny. Claire, it's sad, Claire, today, she messaged earlier. She helps run behind the scenes at Acoustic Masterclass. So you might have received some emails from her. And Claire's got COVID, but she's working, she's messaging, and she's sharing this around the internet. So if you can help us, if you're watching this, if you can hit the share button, hit the like button, wherever you're watching this, then it all helps me spread the word and helps me deliver these lessons to you for free here online. So spicing up the blues using the cage system, it's a big subject. Caged is C-A-G-E-D. Now I know most people know how to spell caged, but it's more than just a word. It's 5 chords: the C chord, the A chord, the G chord, the E chord, and the D chord. And someone once upon a time cleverly realized that on the guitar you've got C, And then if you play an A chord, but starting from that note, so imagine you put a capo on the 3rd fret and you played an A like that. That's basically an A, right? Move it up to the 3rd fret with a capo and play it there. That's a C as well. So C, A, but the A shape, but it's still a C. Then C, A, G. So if you play a G here and you use a capo on the 5th fret, then it's also a C. So there's C, A, G, E. You know, if you put a capo on the 8th fret and you play an E chord, that's also a C. And if you carry on up to here and play a D up on the 12th fret, or say you've got a capo on the 10th, and then you play a D, which is quite a stretch without a capo, that's also a C, okay? Hallo, willkommen, Sporty Popsicle. That's my German accent kicking in. I spent some time in Germany. Greetings. Thanks for watching. Good name, Sporty Popsicle. So, as you can see, the cage system is a way of opening up the fretboard. I've just played 5 different C chords effectively. C, 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 C. I'm doing it really fast, so remember, you can watch this back after. But using those classic shapes that we all know. If you can play a bit of guitar, the first chords you learn, those cowboy chords. I've had a great student called Diana down in Bath this week, and she reminded me of the term cowboy chords, which I love. Cowboy chords, basically, it's like chords down at the bottom, you know, the first ones you learn, the C, A, G, E, D. Now, if you know that the C chord, for example, the root note of a C chord is a C, right? The root note of an A chord, if you play from the A string, is an A. So someone, as I say, cleverly devised a system to go up the fretboard caged. That's your A, but it's a C. That's your G, but it's a C. That's your E, but it's a C, and that's your D caged, okay? By the way, if you do love this and you want to know a lot more, it's hard to explain it in a 10-minute bite-sized video, but I've got a few different courses inside Acoustic Masterclass on this that are kind of, you know, with books and PDFs and tabs and exercises that slowly explain what it's all about. And if you took all of those courses, you'd know what the cage system is. And today inside Acoustic Masterclass for the members Zoom, we're having a workshop on bluesing up, spicing up your blues using the cage system. And I'm going to give you an example right now. So as I say, you've got a C, you've got an A, you've got a G, an E, and a D. And each of these positions, C, A, G, E, and D, have their own kind of unique scale or pattern, I should say, that fits underneath them. And if you learn all of those patterns, you can play up and down the fretboard a bit like this. I'll play in the major scale up and down the fretboard. Now, to someone that doesn't know what I'm doing, they're like, wow, you can play all over the fretboard. How's he doing that? Actually, it's not that hard. I've learned 5 patterns and I've learned how to kind of improvise a bit, a few little tricks and ideas to solo up and down the fretboard. And then because I know those 5 patterns and I'm kind of comfortable with the cowboy chords anyway, it's not that hard a leap with a bit of work. Obviously, I mean, you've got to do the work, but it's not that hard. Okay, scales are your weakness. You've just got to learn them. It takes you 10 minutes to learn a scale and then maybe 10 minutes a day to practice them, Sporty. Practice the scales for 10 minutes a day. In a week or 2, you'll have that shape under your finger, then do the next one. And, it's a long, it might take you a month or 2. But if you spent a month or 2 with a little bit of a solid plan, then in a couple of months, you'd be able to play around the fretboard. You just got to memorize the positions. And of course, the course is inside Acoustic Masterclass and the member Zooms that I give every week, the live lessons inside, will help you get a direction and a plan to practice. A lot of my students are kind of practicing each week with what I ask them to do and making great progress. But let's look at the G, okay? I could pick any of the 5 positions, but because we're giving this quick bite-sized lesson here, I'm going to say for now, the G is quite a cool one. So you've got this, if we're in the key of C, then you've got C, A, shape, but it's still a C, and you've got the G shape here. Okay, like that. If I had a capo there, it would sound great, but I haven't. But you recognize that is a G, right? If you recognize that shape, we're just doing it up on the 8th fret. Now, in the key of E, the thing about the cage system is, if you're in the key of E, you can also use the cage system. Your E is here. The word is spelled C-A-G-E-D. Okay, so that's your E. The next chord of the next letter in caged is D, so that would be here. Again, if you're like, what on earth is he talking about? It's a big subject, and as I say, I've written courses on this, and you can get inside for free and take them. And when you do join up, I'll drop you an email and actually ask you what you want to learn, and I'll point you in the right direction and invite you to the Zooms and hook up with you for a one-to-one. Actually, whenever people join, that's what happens. There's your E. There's your D. It starts again, so we start spelling the word caged. So C A G. Okay, so that's a G right there. Okay, and there is a pattern that goes under the G. It goes like this. It's one scale, sporty. All fingers off is a G2, right? Not quite, but close. So this is the G cage major scale pattern. And as I say, 2 weeks ago, today, a fortnight ago, I gave a masterclass lesson inside the site, which is now in there. It's a video lesson with accompanying tabs and videos. And a lot of the students that turned up for that 2 weeks ago have been learning these shapes. So today in the Zoom, we're going to be talking, because now they've done the work. I was talking about the 10 minutes a day or the 5 minutes a day, or some people hopefully have done 2 hours a day, if they have time. Now they're ready to be shown how to blues it up because they know the patterns. I'm going to show you the G. So this is the G major scale and the G shaped pattern using caged. Sorry, it's actually the E major scale, but using the G shape. Okay. Immediately, the place that springs to my mind is the E major pentatonic. So using the G shape of caged, I just know that I can play a lick right there. I'm going to play a backing track that I recorded a couple of days ago on my... It's an E. Hopefully you can hear that. I'm now going to play some G blues. I'll show you what I'm playing. So I'm playing over a 12-bar blues in the key of E, and all I'm doing is I'm going 9, 11 on the D, and 9, 11 on the G. So the 11th fret, 9th fret, 11th fret, and 9th fret. On the 2 middle strings, that note there is an E, so that's our root note. So if you do something like 9, 11, then 9, 9 on the G, and you've got a nice blues shuffle going in the background. Again, inside Acoustic Masterclass, there's loads of backing tracks. Also, you'll find them on YouTube if you're not a member, but you should be, in my opinion. Here we go. I'm going to repeat that lick. I'm going to play a little bit around the E shape. And so on. So that's a nice little place using the G. So there you go. That's the lesson for today. Go get a blues backing track and just try that lick. Try noodling around it and have some fun. That's the E major pentatonic scale. Of course, over inside Acoustic Masterclass, we're going to be in just over half an hour. I'm going to be going live on Zoom, and I'm going to be really extending on that and showing where you can go next with it to build some really tasty improvised solos. Thanks for watching. Have a really great Sunday and a great week next week. And hopefully I'll see you inside if you're a member. Just listening to the live stream. I have a live stream tonight, so we'll make your shapes next time. Fair enough. Thanks everyone for the comments. Thanks for watching. And yeah, feel free to get in touch and better still get inside and I'll help you out with your guitar.